found me, yeah, you found me. I was afraid to restart, but you made me see, yeah, you made me see. What do I do when all I think about is you? You're in my mind, guess it's a sign we'll be alright. What do I say if you tell me you don't feel the same? You're in my heart, you're tearing me apart inside. I'm made up of pieces from the ones I've loved before. Maybe if I put them together, I could love you more, love you more. Love you more. I was broken hearted, but you found me, yeah, you found me. I was afraid to restart, but you made me see, yeah, you.
All right, welcome everyone to the show. Oh, such a cute picture here. Looks like we're good to go. Let me put the chat to the side. You guys always know that I shout out everything in the chat. So spam the chat with questions and comments, and I will read them with much gusto at the end. Huge shout out to Train Buff Boy. Thank you for attending. This is and I had to mention before I begin, Train Buff Boy caught the most hilarious part of yesterday's stream on ranking time about intimate activities. The part it's timestamped now if you guys want to watch it. The part where I talk about sex in a car. It's so much fun. So I try to keep it balanced here with serious topics and hilarious topics. Well, not hilarious, entertaining. Yeah, well, it can be hilarious. So, a little bit of everything, not just lessons. So, not that they're bad, but, you know, it can get a little too serious, you know, with the serious streams that the series that I have. So, without further ado, you know what happens here in Soulmate Quotes, episode 9. Always lots of fun with this series. Happy weekend to everybody, by the way. It's right here, pretty much. Stay happy out there, wherever you may be. So, in this series of Soulmate Quotes, just in case you're new, I give a pass, a fail, or an applause based on what I see. So, soulmate quotes or love quotes, wisdom related to life and love as close as possible. All right, let's jump right into it, shall we? All right, kitty cat. There we go. Time to take a seat. Let's go ahead and start the show, shall we? All right, first up on the chopping block, and I really do mean chopping block because all of these are going to be scrutinized. Don't settle for a relationship that won't let you be yourself. The one who loves the least controls the relationship. Yeah, this is so true. Miserable people seek to control others. And I have to say it, like I have in previous streams, like the First Amendment auditing community are a bunch of hypocrites, for example, because if you don't agree with them, they'll try to control you doing the very thing that they claim to be standing against. Freedom. So, sorry to bring it up once again, but it's just such a perfect example. And of course, abusive relationships, you know it's about control, narcissism. But it's more than just a word. I mean, this is evil behavior. Trolls online, you name it, all the haters and negative ones, they always want to try to control others because they lack self-control themselves. So I don't try to control people. I try to influence them to be better. So, and that means respectfully speaking to them, but you get what you give. If you come up disrespecting me, guess what you're going to get in return? You don't deserve my respect. And then they start complaining, those who want to try to control you. They're like, you disrespected me first. Nope, that's not what I have here in the accounting book. The accounting book says something else. So, what do I give this one? Absolutely. Love, when you truly love someone, you don't try to control them. Now, they should want to change for the better if they have to make improvements, but that's called growing together. That's not control. You guys are supposed to both grow together as one. Absolutely. So, oh my, what an applause. I think I have the longest applause set, but hey, it does deserve an applause. What can I say? Can't move too quickly for the show. Gotta enjoy every single slide, right? So, number 2 on the chopping block. If your partner isn't bringing out the best in you, here we go. That's just what I was just talking about. You're in the wrong relationship. Yeah, because you don't just choose anybody, the first person who says I love you. I mean, you can't really say I love you until you guys get the attraction phase out of the way. Then you start falling into love. Then you guys are in love. And then you guys become, it becomes true love. And then from there, you finally become soulmates. I'd say minimum 10 years down the road. But I'm talking about no arguments, perfectly synchronized, peaceful relationship to become one. Total bliss. No complaints, no doubts, no fear. And that's not for everybody, because you have to become an expert, a master at everything that's relationship related with your partner. So yes, it is about bringing out the best, because I always see potential in my soulmate and she always sees potential in me, and we bring out the maximum potential. Never stop improving. There's always something more to master. And that is the art of perfection. Perfection isn't a goal. It's a status. Perfecting. It's an art form. It's life itself. And that's what love is all about. So, absolutely. All right. Moving pretty swiftly here. Let's see what's next on the chopping block. All right. I mean, one of these is going to get chopped, right? I mean, you know something's going to get chopped today. And that's why it's sometimes entertaining. All right. Who's this person? Simone de Beauvoir. I don't know. It's French. So, authentic love must be founded on reciprocal recognition of two freedoms. Oh boy, I'm not liking this. This word salad is really... I don't know which way we're going, honey. For each of them, love would be the revelation of the self through the gift of the self. And the enrichment of the universe. What drugs are you smoking? Simone, what drugs are you on? I want to know which drug you're on. I mean, you're probably long and gone by now, judging by the photo, but... what is this? This doesn't even make sense. This is just garbage. Absolute. You don't even make sense. I can't believe people follow garbage like this. What? Well, let's just quickly go over it again. I mean, very quickly. Authentic love. Okay, you mean true love, right? Must be founded on reciprocal recognition. You know, you're just trying to impress. It doesn't make any sense. You mean reciprocation of love? Of two freedoms? You mean independence? Like, mind my personal space? No, you guys have to become one together as a team. For each of them, you're talking about the freedoms? Love would be the revelation. What do you mean? The revelation of what? Of the self? That doesn't even make sense. You know, a lot of gurus, the self-proclaimed gurus out there, You know, they try to talk this word salad, and then they end up getting lost in the salad, as I'll show later on, I'm sure. I'm sorry, that's just pathetic. Okay, Osho, he passed away, but he had a lot of wise words to say. I don't agree with a lot of what Osho says. I'll talk about it. Let's go over a few of Osho's quotes, because he did have a lot of good things to say. Love is the only miracle there is. Love is the ladder from hell to heaven. Love learned well. You have learned all. Love missed. You missed your whole life. Yes, I agree with that. Still trying to get the invitation correct, but I'll skip it for now. So yes, he is correct. Love is the only miracle there is. And many people can't even realize that. They'll live their whole life in denial saying, oh no, my career, being the best I can. Man, your job is not why you were born out of the womb. Are you crazy? Are you nuts or what? That's your whole life? Oh, I gotta be the best. You know, fortune, fame, and success in my career. It doesn't matter what career you have. One day you're gonna retire, and you're gonna be this old man or old woman in that Corvette or Lamborghini or whatever it is, and you're gonna be miserable because you missed the whole damn point of life. Who's by your side? And how much quality does that person have? How strong of a bond do you have with a person by your side? Because that's what life is about. Rich or poor. Successful or not so successful. Never mediocre, but ask yourself, what is life truly about? Because those miserable people out there are going to say, love is not the reason, love doesn't even exist. Those are the losers. Do not pay attention to these losers, because they're only interested in one thing, crabs in a bucket, to bring you down by any means necessary, to get you to not believe in love, and that love is the only reason why we exist. Because I'll tell you, when you experience true love on a soulmate level, there are no doubts. There is no pessimism. There's no sarcasm. None of that. You just know, oh my goodness, this is what life is all about. Eternal bliss. Unlimited satisfaction. Anything you could ever ask for. That's your heaven for those religious people out there. I'm not religious, by the way, but I respect what other people believe. But they have to also respect what I believe. I believe in life and love. Anything that can be proven naturally. But that's another topic. Love learned well, you have learned all. Precisely. Love missed, and many people unfortunately miss love. They miss their boat. Because, you know, a woman might be interested, not gold digger, but close to it. Oh, he doesn't have enough money. He's not fit enough. You know, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, and 6-pack abs. 666. That can't be good. Pun intended. You missed your whole life. You're being too picky, and destiny was like, here's a perfect person for you. But nope, you had to be too picky. So right here, yes, I have to give Osho a round of applause. Yeah, well deserved. All right, let's take another look at an Osho quote. And his videos are available online on YouTube, Osho International, I believe it is. Just type in Osho, you'll get the channel. If you want to watch the videos. he was a unique speaker because he would do these long pauses because the dude was just churning out the wisdom. If you love a flower, don't pick it up, because if you pick it up, it dies, and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Precisely. I always felt that way as a kid. Like, why do we rip the flowers out of the ground and give it to somebody on Valentine's Day? I mean, as a kid, I was pondering this. I'm talking about 10 years old. I was like, you just killed the flower. But mom would always put the flowers in a vase, or a vase, for you fancy people out there, French wannabes, with water. And then they'll be like, oh, it's so romantic. And I'm like, a bunch of dead flowers. And then they'll put some chemicals in there or natural remedies to make it last longer. I'm like, isn't that like filling a dead body with balm fluid to make it like open casket funeral, like last longer? I know that's like really dramatic. But look at the comparison. Why are we preserving dead things? And then so the first time I saw artificial flowers, I'm like, genius. Now you don't have to kill flowers. Oh, but plastics. No, enough with the plastics. It's okay, okay? Because it's like a plastic Christmas tree. You can use it every single year now. You don't have to worry about... Because that was another thing that broke my heart as a 10-year-old. You know, Mom, Dad, why are we cutting down these pine trees? I mean, don't we already cut down enough trees? Because Greenpeace was in Ninja Turtle cartoons, for example. For crying out loud, Greenpeace, you know, tree huggers and save the trees. Everything from the 60s and 70s, I mean, I grew up with it in the 80s and 90s. And then it kind of died away. Greenpeace got bought out by billionaires or something. They just don't exist anymore. Nobody cares. But all this deforestation, I'm like, why not just buy a plastic tree and use it every single year? Anyways, let's go ahead and give another round of applause for Osho. All right, very well deserved. Let's go ahead and move on. I mean, because my tangents are going to really prolong things. And I'm not trying to do that today. So, unless it's really worth it. Another one from Osho. I promise you, this is not an Osho stream, okay? It's like I just took a nice little handful. It's okay. Calm the marbles. If you suffer, it is because of you. If you feel blissful, it is because of you. Nobody else is responsible, only you and you alone. You are your hell and your heaven too. Yeah, he always uses hell and heaven a lot, but yes, it's just like the movie Mortal Kombat, right? Raiden said to everybody, the team, every mortal is responsible for their own destiny. No, it's not just a stupid movie, because even in the Mortal Kombat game in part 3, MK3, they even put in the beginning title when you turn on the Super Nintendo, there is no knowledge that is not power. Just because it's a game, just because it's a movie, it's a perfect example. And that's why I'm bringing it here. Every mortal is responsible for their own destiny. Stop blaming others. I even did a short video on my YouTube shorts about playing the victim. Very beautifully summed up. Recommend that. The first time I actually recommend one of my YouTube shorts. Back when I couldn't stream yet because I didn't have the power. But now, I got the power, so I can stream now. Sometimes it gets kind of heavy. Anyways. So yes, this is very powerful because it is relationship related. Because if you're going to blame your partner for everything and not accept responsibility for yourself and your own actions, you're the one with the problem. So stop blaming others. If it really is your fault, own up to it. Be a man, be a woman, right? Take responsibility for yourself. So absolutely. All right, moving along pretty smoothly. Okay, I think this is the last one from Osho, and then we get back to regular quotes. Because he's a special category. I wouldn't want to have like just a bunch of them. When you love a person, all fear disappears, and when you are afraid, all love disappears. I love this comparison contrast. I actually talked about this in the stream conversations. About fear. I put fear in the ranking series about conversations for a couple to have as a very important to not that important. So yeah, absolutely, because those who fear are the miserable ones. They're going to want to argue with you. They're going to want to debate you, not have a simple discussion. They don't care about how you think and feel. Once again, the First Amendment audited community is a great example. Bunch of communists. Or anybody who has a communist mentality, any abusive individual. They're everywhere these days, especially online. You know, it's an online circus of a bunch of clowns who try to act like they actually know something when they don't. You know, show me your work, your real work. Respectful, honorable, intelligent, hard work. Don't just flip on a camera and be like, I'm going to sit here and complain about other people and bring on drama because people like drama. That's the loser's mentality. I mean, anybody can do that. Anybody can whine and complain to a camera. I'm a content producer. I take great pride in it. As an editor, director, story writer, even script writer. I mean, a lot of different roles that I can actually just write down and present to you guys on a future stream. How do I do it, right? Behind the scenes, if you will. But for now, let's go ahead and knock this one out of the park because that's what it did. All right, let's move right along here. Okay. Oh, there is one more. Jeez. My goodness, Ben. How many Osho quotes did you grab? A little too much. My apologies. Anyways. All right, Osho. Jeez, man. You're stealing the show here. Osho. Faux show. I gotta stop. Love is our deepest longing, just as the body needs food. The soul needs love. Oh my goodness. Preach it, brother. Preach it. It is nourishment, spiritual nourishment. Without the food, air, and water, the body will deteriorate. Without love, the soul starts shrinking. Absolutely. You know, many people, they say, oh, we're all meant to die in this life. That's a loser's attitude. What if you could unlock immortality if you just didn't believe in death? Of course you're going to attack me. I'm just asking. Like a child would ask that question. You know, Mom, Dad, maybe we die because we believe in death so much without question. Maybe immortality is possible if we just simply choose not to believe in it. I don't know. Find out for yourself. But the power of doubt's going to be there, evil's right-hand man, and say, come on, you know everybody dies. That's mumbo jumbo. Just like people out there doubt the power of love. Love doesn't exist. That's stupid. That's just in Disney movies. Look what happens to them. They live long, miserable lives full of misery and suffering, and that's all they're going to preach. That's all they're good for. They're not good for anything. It's all about deterioration with them. So I just present the question, why not? Why not go above and beyond? Because it is energy for the soul. That's what love is. The soul's expression. That's why your spirit, if you're feeling in high spirits, that's your soul's expression. Energy in motion. Your soul is an energy source. The Spanish word for sun is sol. S-O-L. The you means the sun within you. The religious people got it wrong, by the way, because they believe in some other made-up things, but the original natural logic is that your energy comes from within. And then the soul's expression through the power of the human spirit, and that's your energy in motion. But that's another stream, if you guys are interested. But let's go ahead and slap an applause for this one as well. All right, I believe that does it for Osho. No hard feelings. There we go. Now we're moving on to the fortune cookie. That is right, the fortune cookie. Wise men say, Confucius. Let's see, Confucius didn't say this, by the way. A life lived in love will never be dull. That's pretty simple to me. I mean, I don't know if I should give this a pass or an applause, but it's true. A life lived with love will never be dull. I mean, it's true. I can't just give it a pass. Absolutely an applause. Why not? You know, far too many people out there are living dull lives. They're numb. They're docile. You know, they're apathetic. They lack the ability to feel. They don't even know what love is. I know people offline who are involved in relationships. Some are married. Some are still boyfriend, girlfriend. But they're not soulmates. They claim to be, some of them. But you could see it in their eyes. They're just dead inside. And they're living in denial. They even speak about each other, not even smiling, not even laughing. They're like, oh yeah, she's the best person in my life. What? He's the best thing that happened to me. Wow, it doesn't sound like it. Goodness gracious. Whenever I talk about my soulmate, I'm all smiles and laughing like a schoolgirl. I mean, that's the way you should feel. Happy beyond belief with great pride and passion. whenever speaking of your own love, if you're fortunate to even have someone to love. That's a problem nowadays, I'll tell you that. Really sad that people out there, they choose to be miserable, unfortunately. And then they call that life. How dare you call that life? That's not life. Moving on to quote number 10. Time to pick up the pace a little bit. This is fusion, when two people become one. Now you're speaking my language. They are so close and so well suited to each other that they blend together. Yes. They merge and can't live without each other after that. It's like chocolate milk, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't deny it. You love chocolate milk. What's milk without chocolate? What's chocolate without milk? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, you can drink milk by itself, but come on, people. You know what I'm talking about. Put a little sugar into your life. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for chocolate milk. It was not on the list in my diet ranking series, okay, episode. We're rating the quote here, okay? Yes, two become one. The last part is what brings it all together. They merge and can't live without each other after that. And that's what life is all about. That's how you know that there's no possibility of separation. But you gotta feel it. You can't force it. You gotta feel it. Alright, next up on the chopping block. Trust the wait. Embrace the uncertainty. Enjoy the beauty of becoming. When nothing is certain, everything is possible. I love that. Because you can't live in fear and paranoia. If you don't know what's going to happen in the future, stop worrying about it. If you like what you have, stop it. Many couples do this. They're like, honey, are we always going to be together? Just say yes and move on to another topic. You're not avoiding it. You're just saying, why? The future's not here yet. This moment should be all that we have. We can reflect on the past, our accomplishments, but don't live in the past either. But don't live in the future uncertainty. Just calm down. It's like being, test anxiety. I mean, when I was in college, people were sweating bullets. Alligator sweat. And I'm like, dude, it's just a test. You either study and do your best, or you're you're all paranoid and fail completely. Because you don't even have your mind in the right place. Who cares if you're going to win that soccer game? Give it your best. Or that football game, basketball game. It doesn't matter. Whatever you try to be the best at, it's okay to not... It's not called failure. It's okay to just not win. Because in the end, yes, everybody's winners. I'm not going to give the losers medals. But I'm going to give them a congratulations for giving it your all. I mean, not everybody can win first place, but it's not about first place. I remember the movie Cool Runnings with the Jamaicans. That movie in the 90s is perfect. They didn't win the race, but they dragged the bobsled across the finish line. And they won the people's hearts. That's what I'm talking about. Just embrace the uncertainty, win or lose. Enjoy the beauty of becoming. Just give it your all. No doubts, no fear. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. That's what opportunity and taking risks in life is all about. All right. When did we get to the bad quotes? Are there any? Who knows? It's like life is a box of chocolates. You don't never know what you're going to get. Let's take a look at this next chocolate. As you awaken, that's Forrest Gump, by the way. As you awaken, you will come to understand that the journey to love isn't about finding the one. The journey is about becoming the one. No. No, it's about both. What are you talking about? The journey to love isn't about finding the one. Yes, it is. That's what I created my movie and my book for. To help you find the one, to know that you have found the one. The journey is about becoming the one. No, it's half and half to make one full. This is horrible, man. Very horrible. I mean, it's like it's a 50% score, so that's a failure. You can't have 50%. I mean, the journey of life, not a journey of love. The journey of life itself is to become the one for your partner and finding the perfect one to become one with. Okay? you can't just slice it in half. That makes absolutely no sense. There you go. There's a bad expired chocolate right there. Let's move on. True belonging doesn't require us to change who we are. It requires us to be who we... No. It's not... Look, people are so afraid of change. That's why we have the status quo. Why are you whining about how governments are and the billionaires that control them? That's your fault for not doing anything. That's the people's fault, rather. Collectively, because everybody just wants to mind their own business. Hey, maybe the solution is to do nothing. Maybe things will just fix themselves in the future. Only time will tell. But when it comes to your relationship, you can't act like this. This is garbage. You have to change who you are for the better. Always change for the better. Nobody's asking you to change to not be who you are now. We're talking about to enhance yourself, to empower yourself, to become more mature, more wise, more intelligent. All those beautiful, spicy additions. I've grown extremely high because of my soulmate. We were friends at one point. Then we were boyfriend, girlfriend. Then we fell in love. Then it became true love, and then we became soulmates. After all the hard work and dedication, loyalty, fidelity. This quote right here is a fear quote. I noticed the 6-sided box here, the Merkaba. Probably a satanic quote, who knows. Brene Brown, I'm sorry, but you get a big... Oh my goodness. This falls in and coincides with the unconditional love argument. Love is 100% conditional. I'm not going to, choose to be with a criminal. No, on the condition that you're not a criminal and that you're not psychotic. That's another condition. And that you're not here just to use me and abuse me and then toss me on the side of the road one day. Those are all conditions. And they have to acknowledge, no, I will never harm you. All the vow and commitment, right? The vows and commitment. So, no, it's 100% conditional, and this quote is just garbage. It's a fear quote. Let's move on. Okay, when a man loves a woman, she becomes his weakness. When a woman truly loves a man, he becomes her strength. This is called the exchange of power. No. Oh my goodness. What a train wreck. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's both, right? I mean, it's not... Why speak of weakness? What? Okay, when a man loves a woman, she becomes his weak... No, she becomes his strength. And then he becomes her strength. What's with the weakness? As if a man, you're gonna fall because you're in love and that's your weakness. No, that's your power. That's your strength. That's why they have the saying, behind every successful man is a powerful woman. Well, the same can be said vice versa. Behind every happy woman is a dedicated man to please her and to comfort her, to protect her. So they're both strengths. There's no such thing as weakness in a strong relationship, especially a soulmate connection. Sorry, this is a horrible, horrible quote. Very bad advice. Oh, the disappointment is immense. But my day is not ruined. Oh man, that comes from the Report of the Week on YouTube. Check out that channel. He does food reviews, fast food. His quote is, my disappointment is immense and my day is ruined. All right, next one on the chopping block. The boyfriends who still hold bags, open doors. Ah, chivalry. Thank you. Tell their girlfriends they are beautiful and show respect are real men. Absolutely. Not even going to elaborate on this one. I will just say one thing, not really elaboration, but the feminist extremists nowadays, don't hold my door. I'm capable of doing it. Oh my goodness, get out of here. I don't even want to see you in a painting. That's just a lack of appreciation, because I would want a woman to hold the door for me if she wanted to, and I will hold the door for her. It's reciprocation. Who cares what gender's holding the door? I'll hold the door for an old man, an old woman, a young kid, a young girl. I mean, who cares? And everybody's beautiful in their own way, except for the losers out there. They threw the beauty card out the window, and they got trampled on by a bus. They can't recuperate that. But aside from that, all you good doers out there, you know who you are. You're all beautiful, so stop rating yourselves. I'm talking about those who have a good heart. They don't like conflict. They try to avoid conflict, yada, yada. You know what I mean. You're all beautiful. Watch my video. It's just a regular video called Everybody's Perfect, or one of those. I mean, I have so many titles. So, I think it's called that. You're a Perfect 10 or something like that. You'll find it. One of my very first videos that I published on this channel. So, yeah, absolutely. I love this. Chivalry for me is just being a good man. And I expect my woman to do the same. You know, like, because, you know, when it comes to groceries, everybody does this, okay? Every man, I hope. You try to carry as much as possible and try to do it in one go. They even have a parody of this on YouTube. It's so funny. Just look it up. You'll run into it. You try to carry all the grocery bags, and then imagine if your woman doesn't even bother to open the door. What does that say? What does it say? That's the least she can do, right? And vice versa, right? If she's had a tough day, the least you can do is rub her feet, give her a nice back massage, neck massage. If you don't know how, then learn to. Oh my goodness, it's just a few videos away, and just practice. Anyways, this one gets a big... I mean, come on, people. I mean, if we lose this, we lose everything. Humanity is doomed to fall on its own sword. Reciprocation of just being mindful and considerate. If humanity loses that last straw, we're done for. I mean, we're worse than animals, you know, because, you know, the animals that eat each other. All right, let's go ahead. Next one on the chopping block. I fell in love with the way you touched me without using your hands. Yep, this is what true love is all about. I don't even have to touch my partner. Of course, you should. She should touch you. Plenty. We just had a stream about sex, for crying out loud. But I love this one right here because this is just like martial arts, for example. Bruce Lee even said, the art of fighting without fighting. Yes, that's what martial arts is all about. You learn how to fight to become a killing machine, and you quickly realize, oh my goodness, I have the power to kill somebody with these techniques. Yeah, but you also have the power to defend somebody with these techniques against somebody who does want to kill somebody. Or kill you. Self-defense. Not self-offense. Or not for some stupid trophy for your ego. That's what the Karate Kid movies were all about. Mr. Miyagi said it's not about plastic trophy. It's about honor from within. Then karate means something. So this is the same thing with love. You know, I don't even have to touch you. You should know how much I love you. And I can touch your heart with the words that I speak that are just blissful for your ears to listen to and your mind to digest the beautiful words that I'm giving to you. Or the sounds of pleasure when you touch me and I touch you. That's also, or you can sing to each other if you're going to still talk about not touching. But there's different versions, both touching, caressing, and not touching. I mean, touching the heart through the power of touch. There's a lot of touching going on here in this quote. You can touch without physically touching your partner's heart. But then you can touch their heart by the way you touch your partner. Understand? It's not that difficult. You just have to listen to it one more time. I didn't mess up. Promise. However, let me add one more thing to that. You can not only touch your partner's heart, but you got to touch their soul. And they have to touch your soul too. You'll know what I mean. When things are too much of a coincidence, you believe in destiny. When your partner touches your heart so profoundly, so deeply that you feel like they just touched your soul. And that's what Carlos Santana, the famous guitarist, calls a spiritual orgasm. I love the way he said that. You'll know what I mean when you're finally deeply in love. You don't even have to dispute it. Only the losers out there, the ones who never felt love before, true love, are going to dispute it. Moving on. Okay, this one's on the chopping block. I love marriage because we refine each other. We experience intimacy. We reflect God's love story. What does religion have to do with any of this? See, now you lost me. You just rubbed me the wrong way. What do you mean God's love story? What does that even mean? We reflect. No. You guys have it doesn't, you can substitute the word God with it. Oh, we reflect somebody else's love story or something. No, it's your own love story. I'm not even talking about religion here. That last part is garbage. It's not even anti-religious. It just doesn't make any sense that you had something going. And it's not just marriage, by the way, because you can love somebody without marriage, with all your heart and soul. You can become soulmates without ever getting married. We refine each other. Well, no, you encourage each other to bring out the best. We already went over that quote. You bring out the best potential within each other. We experience intimacy. Well, duh. That's very basic. This is a dumpster fire. I mean, this probably came from a religious extremist who's just lost their mind, so I'm just going to dement it pretty much. So, sorry. Nothing against religion, but it doesn't make sense. It's like if you're going to talk about the NFL, the National Football League, all of a sudden. We refine each other. We experience intimacy. Oh, the Packers, the Green Bay Packers Sackers finally beat the Steelers or the Oilers or whatever. I don't know what the hell their names are. I don't watch football. But it's like, wait, dude, what? What are you talking about? What story are you talking about? My partner and I win at life. Just like I'm gonna go to basketball now, right? The LA Lakers beat the Nuggets. Let's just move on. That's probably the worst quote that I've seen in this episode. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, did I not, about Osho? The reason why I disagree with some of he doesn't believe that two can become one. Sorry, this is really late, but going back to Osho really quick. I don't know, where is he at? Where's the guy at? Here you go, this guy. This guy doesn't believe, one of the latest videos that came out, he actually says in the video that two cannot become one biologically. Well, duh. But, when they're making love, no, that is a way of becoming one physically. That he says, you don't even know yourself, so how can you get to know your partner? He completely contradicts everything he's ever said. So don't think that I'm praising Osho here. I do disagree with him on a few things, like 100%. Just want to put that out there. Let's go ahead and go back. Oh my God. That's a very important part of the stream because I forgot to toss that in there. There's a love that only you can give, a smile that only your lips can show, a twinkle that can only be seen in your eyes, and my life that only you can complete. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Should I give it a pass though? No, because this is about fidelity. This is loyalty right here. Only you can give. Only your lips can show. Only seen in your eyes, and only you can complete. See, this isn't just a regular pass. This could have been a pass if it didn't say only you, and it just says that you give. The only right there is, it just means that just you. Stop thinking about what I think about this other woman, what I rate them, this other girl. You know, the classic, honey, do you think she's pretty? The right answer is, honey, you're the only one I see. In Spanish, it's called ojos de amor. Eyes of love. Meaning, just like the horses where they cover their eyes on the side so that they don't panic and get distracted. Always marching forward. Eyes of love. Absolutely. Yeah. Perfectly put. The wrong person makes you beg for attention, affection, love, and commitment. The right person gives you these things because they love you. Absolutely. If you're there begging for attention, sorry, sweetheart, sweetie, I don't have hey, bae. It used to be babe. Too lazy to say babe, now it's just bae. Hey, B, hey, bae. Don't say B. Not today. Well, you know what? If your career is getting in the way of your love life, of your relationship, you got problems. You better decide. It is really just like the movies. When they say, what comes first? There is a good movie out there called Heat with Al Pacino. I believe it's called Heat. Where he has to make a decision between, his love life or his profession as a detective. He's always on call. Well, look, some professions you can't be in love. I'm just going to put that out there. Even the Army itself, it was very tough for me because I just couldn't see, my partner the majority of the time. It's just all this sacrifice. That's real sacrifice. The closest thing to being in prison is joining the Army. It was tough times, but we survived. And that's all that matters. So that's the right person, right? Love and commitment. She never abandoned me. I never abandoned her. That's the way things should be. That's the right person because they love you, because I love her, right? So, yeah, you should never beg for attention, affection, or love. And just like I was speaking yesterday about the ranking series about sexual activities, or intimate activities, rather, yes, they should be willing to please you with those sexual activities and intimate activities. They should. Otherwise, they'll never be your fantasy. You're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Probably all lonely, masturbating, watching porn, and wishing you had. No. Make it happen. It doesn't mean to control your partner. It means, look, be honest. Say, if I don't have this in my life, I'm going to be miserable. Be straightforward. And then he or she's going to be like, oh, I didn't know you felt that strongly about it. And then comes the test of love, whether they fulfill it or not. Then you'll know if you have the one or not. They better say yes. That's all I'm going to say. Because if they don't say yes, or hey, let me at least try, they're not the one. I would say yes to anything. I would say, yeah, let's work on it if that means so much to you. A real man never stops trying to show a woman how much she means to him even after he's got her, and vice versa. A real woman never stops trying to show her man how much, see, it works both ways. Yes, each and every single day, this is the equation for perfection itself. It's an everyday commitment each and every single day without fail, without flaw. Now, if you're feeling sick or down, your energy, you're excused, obviously. But, this is what, if you're healthy and capable and happy, then yes, this is the goal. Each and every single day. It's not about, okay, we got married, it's time to get miserable and fat and have some kids and treat them like garbage. Wow. Because sadly, that's what I'd say almost the majority of people do. They just go through the motions and the steps, and then they wonder why they're sitting on the couch all miserable and angry at the world. Duh, you allowed things to get like that because you had no wisdom to start with. It's like starting your journey without bringing water bottles, hiking sticks. You're not even well equipped for the journey. Of course you're going to fail. You're going to break down on the side of the road if you don't have enough gas, if you don't have enough snacks or money for the trip. You got to plan ahead, contingency planning, right? This is each and every single day, so you never stop. You never stop. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat, see if there's any sign of intelligence out there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Let's see what kind of gifts I have here. What kind of presents. All right. So, once again, welcome to the stream, Train Buff Boy. I call him Train Buff Man. Let's see. Awesome. Kitties. Yes. Kitties. Kitty cats. Something different for the stream. Yes. Always be yourself, but always strive to be better. Whenever possible. You meet, then you fall in love, then you go into the car. Yeah. You go into the Mercedes or the BMW or the Audi. We has plenty of cars here to have sex in if you can. It could be problem. I'm problem machen vielleicht. Yes. C4, welcome to the stream. Dim Mak. Are you talking Bloodsport with Van Damme? Show me Dim Mak if you really are a student of... I forgot what his name is. How could you bring... The Dim Mak is the death touch. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back in the stream. Let's see. Oh, okay. Welcome, Patricia. Milia, Audits. Okay, welcome to the stream. That's a new face. I haven't seen that one. New person in the chat. Welcome, Patricia. And, of course, C4, I mentioned... The Nuggets. Yeah. What are they? The Nuggets. Oh, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, okay. Whenever someone says thank you for your service, I mean, that was my job. The economy was bad, so I did it pretty much for my soulmate and I. Country always comes second. What's up, C4? Yeah, the Nuggets. Can anybody answer that question without me Googling it? I don't know which city they belong to, but it's basketball. The Nuggets. I remember because I used to play NBA Jam on the PlayStation 1. And I tossed the ball to Mutombo. I think he was on the Nuggets, but it was hilarious. That's the only reason I picked that team. Denver Nuggets? Okay, C4. I'll take your word. Okay, Patricia. This looks like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The audience, the survey says. Oh, that's The Price is Right. But I wish I had that sound effect in here. But the gold nuggets. There you go. Hey, look. I don't watch American sports anymore. Not even soccer. Okay, so forgive me. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Dim mak translates to death touch. Yeah, dude, I'm a Bloodsport fan. I even could do the splits in between the chairs. I think I did. No, I'll put that picture in my community section. The splits between the chairs. Um, but yeah, I took a picture of it. Van Damme is a huge inspiration to all of us martial artists out here, and it doesn't matter how old he gets. He's a legend. Yeah, real practice. Yeah, Van Damme is just like the king of leg strength. I mean, he can do jumps like forever. There was this one photo shoot where he just the photographer was like, "I need you to do that again like 100 times," and he didn't even complain. And it was on a beach. Very hard to jump around there, but the dude is strong as heck. So yeah, so all right, well, it looks like we're caught up in the chat. So thank you guys so much for participating and watching, showing your love and support. See, that's what supporting a real veteran is all about. You actually are there, but not just because I'm a veteran, because I'm trying to do good stuff to the world. So, and I will support you guys as well, as always. Yeah, Bloodsport. I did review on my movie reviews about romance, Lionheart. Really great movie. You can watch that stream. I tell the whole story as quickly. I think it's like 25 minutes. Pretty fast. One of my faster streams. But yeah, people seem to have liked that one. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up for now and give you guys some banging music here. Thank you so much for supporting me, and another great show for tomorrow. You betcha. I'll be here. Unless an emergency happens, which I don't think will happen, but I'll be here, okay? All right, take care, everybody, and please enjoy your weekend. No stress, because stress kills. Be happy.
I was broken hearted, but you found me. Yeah, you found me. I was afraid to reach